At this stage in the pump repair, we're going to replace the check valves in the pump. There's 3 underneath the high pressure valve caps, and there's 3 inside the pump head that we'll have to access by removing the head of the pump, the water section, from the oil section of the pump. But we'll start by taking these caps off while the manifold is still on the pump. We're taking a 6mm Allen head. On older pumps, these might be a little more difficult to get off, as you can develop calcium and lime deposits in the threads, which will make it a little more resistant to unthreading. The parts we're going to replace at this point are the 6 check valves, part number 1001.3300. When doing this, you want to make sure you extract all of the parts of the valve. If your valves are broken, you're going to want to make sure you remove additional parts and flush out the pump. Any leftover parts will damage any new parts you're putting in there. As you can see, the check valve has a stainless steel bottom with an O-ring around it, a plastic cage, and inside the cage we have a spring and a poppet. All 6 check valves are identical. 3 on the top, 3 on the inside. Now let's start by trying to remove the old valves. This can be a little bit of a tricky part, as the valves are pushed down inside there and the O-ring kind of helps hold it in place, and the cap sits on top of it, preventing it from moving. But while the valve is in there, it can sometimes become stuck from calcium and lime deposits as well. Now usually we'll start off by using our valve extractor tool, and if that doesn't work, we can also use a small screwdriver or a dental pick. So I'm going to go down inside and try and clamp it. Not all pumps have the same amount of room, and this one does not have enough room for me to use this tool. So I'm going to use a screwdriver, and I'm going to rock that valve back and forth, try and loosen it up. Then I'm going to grab a pair of needle nose pliers. There we go. We got one of them out. This one doesn't look too bad. You can see I damaged this a little bit when I was taking it out. If your pump has had some issues where it's not going into bypass, you can build up excessive heat in there, and that can cause the valve to overheat, melt, distort, and cause the plastic to come apart in the pump. Now let's see if we can get the rest of them out. Trying to dislodge them using my dental pick. I got it out. There's one more. Now in this case, I've just broken the check valve, which is good because I'm going to show you how to get the rest of that out. I'm going to try and fish out the plastic part. Okay, actually, there's the spring that was jammed in there. That might have been part of the problem. Okay, looks like the rest of it came out. It's not uncommon that you'll get this plastic piece out, but you'll leave the stainless steel part down below. It's imperative that you get the entire valve out, otherwise you won't be able to properly put in a new valve. Now we're going to use our Allen wrench to take these 3 bolts out so we can remove the head to access the other 3 valves. You can tell this pump hasn't been taken apart before because the bolts are breaking free from their original Loctite. So we didn't do a dry run on this. This is an actual pump that needs to be repaired. Now, we've got the 3 bolts off. I'm going to gently pull this and rock it off, sliding off the pistons. Our water seals, which would normally be in the brass retainers, have stayed here. That's fine. I'm going to pull these off. When we're done with the valve kit, we'll do the seal kit. So inside there's 3 holes, and in each hole there's a check valve. These are your low pressure inlet check valves. So now I'm going to start by removing the brass retainers. Take a pair of needle nose pliers or other type of tool, grab it on the outside, turn it, and gently pull up. You'll notice that on the underside we've got a white spacer, and below that we've got our high pressure seal. I'm carefully just going underneath that seal, gently prying that out. Now you can see your seal is a chevron style. cupped seal. It is important that you're going to put these back in the correct direction. They only work when installed correctly. So I've got that one out. Let's go to another retainer. There we go. A retainer with the O-ring around it, O-ring seal, and this plastic spacer. Another high pressure seal, another retainer. Now you can get a better view of our check valves. We might have more room now to use the valve pliers on these valves. Let's try it and see what happens. Oh, also, we have an O-ring right here in the center. Don't lose that. Without that O-ring, it seats against the face here. Your pump will leak when you're done. I'm going to take my valves, and what I'm trying to do is get down on the valve and grab it like that so I can pull it up. And that's not working, so I'm going to grab a screwdriver, rocking the valve back and forth, trying to free it up. Try the needle nose pliers this time. All right, there's one. Okay, so we did break part of the valve, so we're going to go in and try and extract. There's a spring. There's another chunk. Another chunk. Now at this point I've got most of the plastic out. Here's a little poppet. Now with the remaining piece, now I can use this tool. I'm going to go down inside the hole of that valve. Now I can get a good bite on that. There we go. So you can see how the valve tool gets through there, and we're kind of clamping, trying to pull it out. Okay, we've got one more valve to go. And we're breaking another one. And now there's the poppet, and now we can get the valve tool inside the check valve. And there's the remaining of the valve. Again, don't leave that part in and try and stick another valve on top of it. It has the exact amount of space needed for only the valve to fit in there. Now, with those parts out, I'm going to go over to a garden hose and I'm going to flush this out. I want to make sure I get any loose debris, which possibly might be calcium or lime. It could also be little pieces of white plastic from the check valves. My valve body looks nice and clean, ready to accept the new check valves. Okay, so now we're going to install the check valves. We're going to want a little bit of grease. I'm using lithium grease. You can use a black grease. Just something to put on the O-rings to give it a smoother transition when trying to slide it in there, because it's a fairly tight fit. Now, I'm going to take my valve, metal side going down, drop in 1, drop in 2, drop in 3. Now I'm taking a small socket, just big enough to go over the white raised part, and I'm going to push down the valve, and you'll hear it click. And it doesn't really have any place to go, it just needs to be pushed down into that surface. Now we'll do the 3 up here. 1, 2, and our third valve. I'm going to push down. Okay, now we've got 3 valves in there.